Hi, this is Divina Lara, CEO of Oakland Berkeley Association of Realtors and Bridge MLS. And today, my guest is Tia Honeycutt, our MLS chair for Bridge MLS. Hi, Tia.
Hello.
Thanks for being with me today. So, I've been meeting with our top leaders with the association side and now the MLS side. So, one of the main questions I've been asking everybody is how did you get into leadership and how long have you been in leadership?
Okay, well, I would say I pretty much got into leadership right away. So I got my agent's license. I came to the business as a developer, so I was able to go ahead and get my broker's license right away. And then I realized, as a broker, that had made a decision, and the decision was either to go out on my own or to join a big brokerage.
Mhm.
And I knew that if I was going to go out on my own, I needed to be more involved with the association. And through that association membership and leadership opportunities, I realized that I actually did want to become a part of a brokerage, but that I actually loved being a part of the association,
Great.
even though I was part of a big brokerage. So it was really about community. Creating community, networking to a far lesser extent, but just knowing that as a part of leadership, I would learn a lot about the business.
Right.
So that was really what brought me to it. So I've been around probably since 2010, I would say,
Wow.
on sitting in on board meetings, being a part of the MLS board, and then eventually making it to chair of the MLS. So
That's awesome. And then you also travel on behalf of our state level,
that's
correct?
right. That's right.
And tell us about the position you hold on the state level.
Oh, right. So at the state level, I'm part of the nominating committee, which is a really exciting committee because we actually get to review and pick leadership for the state level. And it's really one thing that I would say and am able to say about it is I'm just constantly amazed by the level of commitment that people have to the state level, the amount of time that they donate to the real estate committee as a whole, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you are so dedicated, and we're so lucky to have somebody like you. It's so dedicated both on the association side and the MLS side. And so you stepped into the chair position for the MLS side. We did some restructuring when we bought it out
That's
in 2016. So you've been in the chair position for how long now?
Well, it's
Long time.
Yes. I was on it for a few years and then off and then on. So
Right.
yeah, it's been a good period of time, but it's really helpful because MLS can be confusing,
Right.
and I think that like many things in life, it's easy to judge. Without understanding the complexity
Right.
of the industry, and I think people don't realize that all of these different MLSs are organized differently, and we ourselves went from one structure to another.
Right.
And as that happens, or over time, each of the MLSs have pioneered their own technology. They know their own area. They know their own brokers, and I think that it can be very easy to just kind of want to throw that experience out the window and make up an idea of what people think would be best for MLS. And I'm just really excited to see that MLSs are coming together, realizing that they need to share data and that they need to work together to have a more seamless technology for our community. And that's really exciting to see.
Yeah, and data sharing is very important, not only just for individual agents, but for the brokers who jump across borders and into MLSs. So our MLS has made a big change, and recently in March with bringing on a second platform and
That's
with
right.
Connect MLS. What have you heard especially within your own office? How have your agents embraced it?
Right. I mean, I think people are really excited about it, and I think, in an age when people are getting less, for their money, when you have a situation where you're getting more for your money, even whether or not you decide to use that new technology, I think people are really excited with Bridge MLS because, every time they turn around, there's some new product that they could use if they would like to. And I think especially for our younger agents who are really the future of our industry, they want those new products.
Right.
They want to be able to have seamless mobile access to the MLS.
Right.
So it's really exciting to see that become something that we can offer them.
Right. And I think it's going to be really exciting too as we bring in our data share agreements into that new product. They're going to find out that they don't have to go out into other systems. It's all going to be right there.
Exactly.
Brought into that. So back onto your state level,
Yes.
You served on the MLS committee. How long on the state level side?
Well, I would say probably 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Something like that.
And how did that help influence you and your education wise in serving on that committee? And what did you take back from that and just help serve you on the local level?
Well, I will say that serving on the state level really gave me perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And it helped me to see that in the Bay Area, we really are in the forefront of things. So a lot of the ideas and data share that we pioneered
Mm-hmm.
in the Bay Area are then adopted at the state level. And then when you're at the state level, you're seeing that California in general is pioneering things on the national level.
Wow.
So a lot of times it's interesting to see something that we pioneered, 2 years ago at the California level is now becoming something they're doing at NAR. And so that's exciting to see. And it's exciting to see the genesis of these ideas and how they are brought to fruition here in California.
Right. So a couple things before we wrap up here. What would you give to somebody wanting to get into leadership? What advice would you give them to help them get into leadership?
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Don't worry about being completely green, even if you're brand new to real estate. Come in and sit in a few committee meetings. There's always opportunities on committees just to be, hang out, get to know people. And as you start learning about how things work, then opportunities will come to you. So just do it.
That's great. Just do it. All right. So we have some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
Today is a big day in the movie industry.
Okay.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Are you going to open night tonight?
Well, I can't go tonight because I'm getting ready for CAR.
Oh, I'm going tonight. We bought our tickets. My daughter was online at 5 a.m. trying to get the tickets. Okay.
Very cool.
Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
All the way.
You know why? Because I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
And so I, one of the first computers I ever had was like a little Apple. And I learned how to program. So the little white dot would go around in a square.
Right.
And it literally took all day. And I was so proud of myself to see the little white dot. So,
I love it.
And it had the little multicolored Macintosh with the bite out of it. Yeah.
So, you're like, I'm there all the way.
Yes.
All right. And I know you have to have one of these.
Yes.
What's your superpower?
Well, I would hope that it would be an unending well of compassion. But sometimes I think it's my rage.
Wait, you're a mother, right?
That's right.
There you go. We all have a little bit of both.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Right. Tia, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for listening today with Tia Honeycutt, our MLS chair. And this is Divina Lara with Oakland Berkeley Association and Bridge MLS. Join us next time.